The year 2023 will be etched in our memories as one of the hottest years ever recorded. Global temperatures soared to alarming heights, smashing previous records. From scorching heat waves to devastating wildfires, the impacts of this extreme heat were felt worldwide. Scientists and experts have been sounding the alarm bells, warning that this is a clear indication of the escalating climate crisis. The urgency to address climate change has never been greater. The Earth's climate is changing at an unprecedented rate, primarily due to human activities. This rapid transformation is unlike anything our planet has experienced in millions of years. The excessive burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and gas, releases massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These activities are driven by our insatiable demand for energy, transportation, and industrial processes. These gases trap heat from the sun, causing the planet to warm. This phenomenon, known as the greenhouse effect, is intensifying with each passing year, leading to higher global temperatures. Deforestation further exacerbates the problem by removing trees, which act as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The loss of forests not only contributes to higher CO2 levels, but also destroys habitats for countless species. The consequences of this global warming are far-reaching and devastating. Glaciers and ice caps are melting at unprecedented rates, leading to rising sea levels and the loss of freshwater resources. Extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms are becoming more frequent and intense. These events not only cause immediate destruction, but also have long-term impacts on agriculture, infrastructure, and human health. Sea levels are rising at an alarming rate, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. Low-lying areas are particularly vulnerable, facing the risk of permanent submersion and displacement of populations. The delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems is being disrupted, leading to biodiversity loss and the extinction of countless species. Coral reefs, which support a vast array of marine life, are bleaching and dying due to warmer ocean temperatures. Polar bears and other Arctic animals are struggling to survive as their icy habitats disappear. The ripple effects of climate change are felt across every corner of the globe, urging us to take immediate and decisive action. While climate change is the underlying cause of the long-term warming trend, it is not the only factor influencing our planet's climate. The El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, played a significant role in exacerbating temperatures in 2023, adding another layer of complexity to our understanding of climate dynamics. El Niño is a climate pattern characterized by unusually warm waters in the central and eastern equatorial Pacific Ocean. These warm waters can disrupt normal weather patterns, leading to a variety of extreme weather events. These warmer waters release heat into the atmosphere, which can temporarily boost global temperatures. This additional heat can lead to more intense and frequent heat waves, droughts, and even heavy rainfall in different parts of the world. El Niño events typically occur every 2 to 7 years and can last for several months or even years. Each event varies in intensity, with some being mild and others, like the one in 2023, being particularly strong. The 2023 El Niño event was particularly strong, contributing to the record-breaking temperatures observed worldwide. This event led to unprecedented heat waves, wildfires, and other extreme weather phenomena that affected millions of people. However, it's important to note that while El Niño can temporarily amplify global temperatures, it is not the primary cause of the long-term warming trend. The underlying driver of this persistent warming is human-caused climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. That distinction belongs to human-caused climate change. The continuous release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere traps heat, leading to a gradual increase in global temperatures over time. This long-term trend is what we must address to mitigate the most severe impacts of climate change. The record-breaking temperatures of 2023 are not an isolated incident. They are part of a long-term warming trend that has been ongoing for decades. The Earth's average surface temperature has risen by about 1 degree Celsius, or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit, since the late 19th century, with most of the warming occurring in recent decades. This warming trend is projected to continue and even accelerate in the coming decades if greenhouse gas emissions are not significantly reduced. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, the leading international body for the assessment of climate change, has warned that global warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels could have catastrophic consequences for humanity and the planet. Section 5: Heatwaves, a searing reality. One of the most immediate and dangerous consequences of rising global temperatures is the increasing frequency and intensity of heat waves. Heat waves are prolonged periods of excessively hot weather, often combined with high humidity. They can have severe impacts on human health, agriculture, and ecosystems. During heat waves, the human body struggles to regulate its temperature, leading to heat stress, heat exhaustion, and even heat stroke. Vulnerable populations such as the elderly, infants, and those with pre-existing medical conditions are particularly susceptible to heat-related illnesses. Heat waves can also exacerbate existing health problems such as respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Section 6: Wildfires rage across the globe. Another devastating consequence of rising temperatures and prolonged droughts is the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires. Wildfires are a natural part of many ecosystems, but climate change is creating ideal conditions for them to become more frequent, larger, and more destructive. Warmer temperatures, drier vegetation, and increased lightning strikes all contribute to the risk of wildfires. As temperatures rise, forests become drier and more susceptible to burning. Droughts further exacerbate the problem by reducing soil moisture and creating tinderbox conditions. Lightning strikes, often triggered by thunderstorms, can ignite dry vegetation, sparking wildfires that can spread rapidly through forests and grasslands. Section 7: Rising seas, a looming threat. As global temperatures rise, so too do sea levels. This is due to two primary factors: the melting of glaciers and ice sheets and the thermal expansion of seawater. As glaciers and ice sheets melt, they add more water to the oceans, causing sea levels to rise. Additionally, as ocean water warms, it expands in volume, further contributing to sea level rise. Rising sea levels pose a significant threat to coastal communities, infrastructure, and ecosystems. As sea levels rise, coastal areas become more vulnerable to flooding, erosion, and storm surges. This can damage or destroy homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and power plants. Section 8: Biodiversity under fire. Climate change is also having a profound impact on biodiversity, the variety of life on Earth. As temperatures rise and weather patterns change, many species are struggling to adapt to their changing environments. Some species are able to migrate to cooler climates, but others are not so fortunate. Plants and animals that are adapted to specific temperature ranges or habitats may not be able to survive as those conditions change. This can lead to population declines, extinctions, and disruptions to entire ecosystems. Section 9: The urgent need for climate action. The record-breaking temperatures of 2023 serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for climate action. These extreme heat waves are not isolated incidents, but part of a growing trend of more frequent and intense weather events. The longer we wait to address climate change, the more severe its impacts will become. Floods, wildfires, and hurricanes are becoming more common, causing widespread destruction and displacing communities. We must act now to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, adapt to the changing climate, and protect our planet for future generations. This involves a collective effort from individuals, businesses, and governments worldwide. The transition to a clean energy economy is essential. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar power are not only sustainable, but also increasingly cost-effective. This means phasing out fossil fuels and investing in renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal. These investments will create jobs and drive economic growth while reducing our carbon footprint. We must also improve energy efficiency in our homes, buildings, and transportation systems. Simple measures like better insulation, energy-efficient appliances, and electric vehicles can make a significant difference. Protecting and restoring forests is another crucial step in combating climate change. Forests play a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Trees act as natural carbon sinks, Absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, they also provide habitat for countless species, support water cycles, and prevent soil erosion. By protecting existing forests and planting new trees, we can help to mitigate climate change and preserve biodiversity. Community-led reforestation projects and sustainable land management practices are essential in this effort. Together, we can create a healthier, more resilient planet for future generations.